Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. Since last time, well, I've healed up there, so now let's head on through the Ocean Palace. That tile that I just passed right there, that would not have been there if I did not step on that central tile in the lower area in the last episode. So that's why I had to go all around this roundabout path to unlock all these switches here and everything to get to that one switch, which opens up the way into the rest of the palace. I kind of like how they laid out the palace here, where you got like a left wing and a right wing and a south wing, but it all connects to a central hub, so that way it's really easy for you to get back to the save point or leave the dungeon and come back or whatever like that. So I really like that. Oh, is there something on the left side there? Huh. I could have sworn I saw something, but well, whatever. There's nothing we can do there anyway. Okay, so anyway, here we got a new enemy, monks. Well, actually, I think I fought them in the last battle there, but well, I wanted to show the power of Luminaire. Yeah, got. I didn't get him. Uh-oh. Whoa. I didn't know those guys could do that. Usually, I one-shot them with Luminaire. I must be like a level off or something. Or like I must have just been barely not able to kill them somehow. Like that's never happened to me before. I lost? Wait, I'm not supposed to lose? Now, you don't have to fight all of these guys if you can sneak by them, but I want to. They're good for the tech points there. Speaking of which, I just learned Fire 2! For Luca there. So now I'm pretty much done with Luca, so I'm going to bring in Marley to replace her. The reason is because, well, since I got... Let's see, yeah, Marley's one, okay. Since I have the Demon Slayer for Frog, I don't necessarily need Luca for her fire magic to kill, well, the Red Scouters. Yeah, Scouter says they're over 9,000. But anyway, there we got warriors, and in addition to monks, I think they're almost the same thing. Warriors come out to play. For some reason, I remember the color of Luminaire being a little different. The tint of green seems to be a little off. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But whatever. I always kind of wondered why Crono had Luminaire, but well, I'll talk about that more in a moment. Oh, I thought you were with Masamune. Huh, that's weird. But yeah, I always wondered why Crono had Luminaire when, well, it's a light elemental tech, not lightning, because in the original he was lightning elemental, not light, which... Well, me personally, I usually make a distinction between those two. But apparently they're the same thing. I mean, even in the original, Luminaire was lightning elemental. In the original translation, that is. So, yeah, I just never really thought of lightning as light. But, well, there you go. Actually, in a game I'm playing right now, Hex's Force, light and lightning or bolt elemental are clearly denoted as separate elements. So I kind of like that. And yes, I know I mispronounced his name, Jin. I couldn't see his name on the lower right screen there on the video. All I saw was D and then NN, and I thought it was Dan somehow. I don't know how I didn't see Jin. It was late. I was drunk. No. But it was late. And I was probably tired. Oh, well. So now we gotta push this button, take the elevator down. I'll meet you down there after a gauntlet. Okay, we made it. There were 3 battles there that we had to fight to get all the way down here. But they're enemies that we've already fought before, so I didn't feel the need to show them. But you want to leave this room, then go back in here, press the button to go back up, and somehow you end up not in the same place where you started, but Well, now you can get the magic capsule on the wall there. That's what that sparkle was. Okay, so what I did was, once I went back up through there, then I pretty much just made my way back down. Same way I came. Kill those enemies, flip the switch on the wall, and before the final random battle here, I want to bring in Luca and Ayla, so that way I can learn a new dual tech for them now that I've got Fire 2 for Luca. Okay, just making sure my equipment is still good. Want to make sure you got the alluring top on Ayla. Can't go wrong either way. She has the top on, it's alluring. If you take it off, well, it's off. But anyway, once you press the switch on the left, switch on the right here, it reveals a secret passage. Yeah. And now we can go down. You could leave if you really wanted to, but I don't need to. Let's grab an elixir. Can never have enough of those, but they're part of the too good to use club, I'm afraid. So, oh well. So let's see. I want to use a shelter there, just in case. Maybe I'll need it. I'll save the magic capsules for later. I'll use them on Robo. Well, like I said, later. So, I think we're all set and ready to go. What is that below us anyway? Is that supposed to be lava? Like the orange or yellow stuff on the sides there. I'm pointing on my screen as I'm commentating as though you guys can see me. Golem sisters? How do you mistranslate that? Sisters? Twins? I mean, they're not exactly the same thing. So, you have twin sisters. For boss time! Yeah, this is basically identical to the original fight, except, well, there's two of them. And you're probably expected to be a lot stronger, so you can actually handle them. Even though you couldn't handle one before, if you're not intended to. But anyway, what I want to do is charm from them, then get Luminaire, keep Luca on standby. Now, as I think I mentioned before, in the original fight, when you use charm, it's considered a physical tech. So as you can see from what they were doing, they will copy with their own physical attack. The thing is that physical attacks, they seem to copy them really, really fast compared to magical attacks for some reason. Or at least that's been my observation. I don't know. But that's just what I've noticed. So you want to charm, immediately use a spell that hits everything. Looks like I'm going to have to charm again, but that's okay. Another thing you could do against these guys is they are susceptible to status ailments, like Hypno Wave or Boogie or whatnot. But for some reason, I seem to have a really hard time getting those to stick on these guys. Okay, got it. Good. So yeah, I mean, I could have Luca use Hypno Wave. Maybe that might help out, but it's just too unreliable for my taste, I think. So, oh, and by the way, the reason why I don't want them copying my physical attacks is because their physical counter is really, really powerful. It will kill you! So yeah, you want to stay out of the way. But yeah, basically my strategy here is the same as before. You're trying to pace yourself, so that way use a tech to hit them. Now I want to use my Infernal Dual Tech. But yeah, you basically hit them with a magic tech that hits both of them, then wait about half a turn, then have the other person use a tech, then wait about half a turn, and so on and so forth, so that way these guys can never actually finish their copying, because, well, it takes a little while for them to copy whatever it is you're doing and throw it right back at you. So, you just kind of keep them doing that over and over and over again, so that they can never really actually hurt you. At least that's my preferred strategy. It is a little risky, but I don't know of a better way. But yeah, that's why I wanted to bring in Luca and Ayla for that one battle there, so that they could learn that new dual tech from fighting that other random battle there. Oh, good. See ya! Queen Zeal be very mad at you for leaving your post like that? You're still on the payroll, aren't you? I figured I'd bring in Marley there, and I think we got enough MP for this next fight. Looks like Lavos is just ahead. If you save your game, the title of this chapter of the game is called Lavos Beckons. What an amazing name. That's hard to beat. Hey, how's it going? Wonder what that guy's doing there. I'm not turning back, pal. But seriously, I wonder what that guy was doing there. What is he, like a guard or something? Not a very good guard. Kind of reminds me of that one scene in Hook. Wait, ain't you Peter Pan? Ah! She doesn't seem to be able to control it that well. Not as well as you'd like. Here we go! Okay, maybe that's not the most serious thing that I could say during this scene. What? Well, of course! Magical machines always turn knives into swords. Nuts. What were we supposed to do? You guys take care of him. Or we could fight him. Sure, why not? This fight's doable. It is, actually. So, okay, first things first. Ow! Nuts! But seriously, though, that fight is doable. You can win this fight, even in a regular New Game, not just a New Game Plus. But not with my preparations. I'd have to do a bit more leveling. What the? So that's where you ended up. Oh. Huh. Well, I thought you were a bad guy, though. Do you? What's the worst that could possibly happen? That's not a very good motivation. If you don't do what I tell you to, I'll kill you. But if you do what I tell you to, then we're all going to die anyway. What? Oh. Now remember that Lavos is draining Magus' magic for later viewers. My guess is that Magus was trying to summon Lavos at his castle earlier in the game, and when we didn't show up in the original timeline, well, it didn't end too well for Magus, and that's why we won the war, and no one knew why. But since we interfered, well, Magus survived. At least for a little while, and well, now he's not doing too good. Hey, how's it going? Where do I go? I don't have a tail. I'm not a Saiyan. What? Yeah, I'm not quite dead yet. I can take him. Sure, why not? It's a giant turtle. I'll just stab him a little bit. That'll do the trick. He might be okay. I like how Alphador gets into the cutscene. Oh. Well, probably not now. Well, that didn't work out too well for you, did it, Crono? That's a pretty bad way to go. This is pretty hardcore stuff back then, viewers. Not only did they kill the main character, they showed it animated on screen. If they had the ESRB rating on there back then, holy cow. Or maybe they did. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that back then. It was around that time period when they created it. Not that it did a whole lot, but it's there. One thing to keep in mind for this scene, in the original timeline, well, obviously Luca, Marley, and Magus weren't here. So Scala is now using the last of the power of her pendant to get us out of here. But in the original timeline, we weren't there, so she didn't have to do that. Just something to keep in mind for later. Woke up on your alarm clock a little early. You would think waking up about, 13,000 years too early wouldn't be a big deal to someone who's been sleeping for 65 million years. Or, well, close enough. Or wait a minute, no, that's not 13,000, it's 14,000, isn't it? Or a little under 14,000. You know what I mean, viewers. So much for that ultimate source of power. Hey guys, you want to see this really rad tidal wave? We got surfboards and everything. Yeah, ride the wave. You might want to get out of there. Okay, how's it going? Where did you guys get teleported to anyway? Oh, hey. How's it going? What do you mean, fitfall? What does that even mean? I guess there's your word of the day, viewers. Well, we got huts or igloos or whatever this thing is. I don't know. Yeah, where did Melchior go anyway? Nuts. So much for all those guys. What do you mean the epoch? We left it back at the end of time. Huh. Well, I'll talk more about that later, viewers. Hmm? Oh, yeah. Remember you saw that flashing light when Crono was getting wasted there? Well, that was Marley's pendant. Well, that didn't work out too well for us. What do we do now without Crono? Find out next time on Let's Play Chrono Trigger. This is HC Bailey signing off. Have a good day.